Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
What's up, everybody? It's HTG Brian here, and we've got another LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens video for you today. This one happens to be for Level 7, The Resistance Story. We are going to ring off a trophy achievement for completing the level called You Wouldn't Like It. And we're also going to find a bonus trophy achievement along our journey called Not the Droid You Were Looking For, and that one's for using the wrong droid on an access panel. And looking over on our right, we can see we do have 2 gold bricks, which is going to indicate we're probably going to get that true Jedi requirement of 30k. And all we've done here is simply hit continue story from the last time you saw us, and we have found ourselves inside the hub world of Takodana. And you can see we're getting closer on our journey to that 1 million studs. We've got just over 600,000 and counting. We're going to go ahead and follow this guide stud trail until we find this giant downed TIE fighter right here. Once we get up close, we notice that it's built of silver bricks. So we're going to pull out our silver brick breaker, Chute, and he's going to go ahead and throw a couple of oohs out while we do that. So we got a whole bunch of studdage for cleaning up that TIE fighter. And we're going to keep on keeping on following that stud trail until we get to this downed tree and this scan point. So we know that old Han Solo's got those quad binoculars. Not quite as good as Google Glass, but they're pretty sweet. And we'll go ahead and activate those and scan the tree to find a giant weak spot. And guess what? It's wood, so our lightsaber will cut right on through it. So we approach the circle and press the button indicator, which happened to be Circle 2. And we have ripped through that wood, and we are making our way down to the end of the blue stud trail here. Now, of course, we would be leaving ourselves a little short here if we didn't butt slam and collect a bunch of studs along the way. Shoot, we've almost got 10 grand since we started this, which isn't a lot, but hey, we'll take any studdage we can get at this point. Ooh, look at that, I let the pew-pew loose, and all of a sudden we got all sorts of studs raining all over the place. So follow it all the way down and around until we get to the blue hologram here, and you get the prompt to press the icon, which for us it's circle. We're going to go ahead and continue story. One of these days. Got a few more studs to milk out here. And look at that. All right, we're going to go ahead and press circle. Yes, continue story. And it's going to take us into the scrolling text. So I'll go ahead and shut my yapper, and you guys can get caught up on all this text here.
The scavenger resisted you.
She is strong with the Force. Untrained, but stronger than she knows.
And the droid?
Ren believed it was no longer valuable to us, that the girl was all we needed. As a result, the droid has most likely been returned to the hands of the enemy.
Then the Resistance must be destroyed before they get to Skywalker.
We have their location. We tracked their reconnaissance ship to the Elenium system.
Good. Then we will crush them once and for all. Prepare the weapon.
Supreme Leader, I can get the map from the girl.
If what you say about this girl is true, bring her to me.
Oh, Dameron, you're alive. Buddy. BB-8 says that you saved them.
We're desperate for anything you can tell us.
So as we gain control of our characters here, we can see that the task at hand is these two like power core like things up there. And all right, get ready for the worst hack attempt in history here. I thought this is my first time doing one of these hacks. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't paying attention to all three of the buttons down below. I was thinking I had to match it up all at once. And I guess I was thinking I could press any button along the way. But as it turns out, you have to press each one of those icons at the respected time so that it actually gets the match there. Once you get all three of those symbols matched up, the doors open and these three crew members come running out, all ready to work. Boy, I wish I had some volunteers like that ready to work and help me out sometimes. And I don't mean with happy, I mean with like yard work and doing the dishes and things like that. But once we got all three of these helpful companions, we can run over to this quadruple grapple hook. What? Haven't ever seen one of those before. And we can go ahead and get our grapple on. Now, in this particular case, we can use Leia or Ghana to go ahead and jump up and pull down that power node. I guess it's more of just like a connecting piece. Regardless, though, we've got the left side complete, and we've got our first check mark. Now, truth be told, there are a couple of mini kits floating around in here that you can actually get in story. In fact, there's one right there. You could use the grapple hook and rip out that side of the Millennium Falcon there, and as it would turn out, it will give you some pieces, I believe. It might just be a mini kit, but you might have to actually build it up, too, so... We switch on over to C-3PO, and we run all over the place. So check this out. This is an X-Wing over here, and it's got some blasters hooked up to it. And as you can see here, if we balance in the yellow long enough, it'll actually cue those blasters. Now, we haven't figured this out yet, but here in a second, we actually get ourselves a giant ice block. And we're going to have to push that ice block along that checkerboard path on the right-hand side there. There's actually two paths and even a crane that gets involved. But in order to get that ice block, we have to switch back on over to 3PO and come over to this droid terminal in the back right corner here. And you have to match up these three shapes in order, which... Fail number 2, hacking. My hacking skills are not so good, which is probably why I didn't go into a career of computer hacking. So we eventually get those shapes matched up, not mixed up. We already had them mixed up. And we get some communication going with some guys inside here. He presses a couple buttons. We hear a few beep bop beep whoops, and all of a sudden, the doorway opens on the outside. So, hey, we'll take it. Remember, I was telling you we had an ice block, and we needed to push it along the old checkerboard pathway here. Look at that. Here's our checkerboard path. Now the only problem is, wait a minute. It's broken. We don't have all the checkerboard path. How on earth? Oh, look at that. There is a lightsaber spot. We'll go ahead and get our rip on with our lightsaber. Sorry about that. I don't know what piece of machinery that was, but we're going to go ahead and destroy that so that we can complete our checkerboard path here. Now, once you get the pathway built up, it will require 2 characters, but you can go ahead and push that all the way down to the end of the checkerboard pathway. Now, you probably remember just to the left of where we're standing right now and kind of towards your screen, there was a giant box with some floaty bits. Floaty bits. I meant flashing. Holy cow, I'm having a hard time talking today. All right, so what we need to do here is we need to utilize those multi-build bricks over behind us and kind of to the left, and we actually need to build them up on the ceiling to the left. Now, we will eventually build them over on the right and move the crane over there, but as it turns out, we need to build these bad boys up and move the crane from the left side of the hangar area over to the right side. Now, this is a little tricky. There's a couple of different ways you can go here, and it does require you to move some of these bricks in order to complete everything, but we'll go ahead and hop BB-8 into the old rotary panel here, and whoops, wrong way. We should have made a left back in Albuquerque. No, but for reals, though, we should have gone the other way. So come towards you rather than going away from you when you get the opportunity, and make your way all the way down to the end where you can see that yellow cautionary tape up there. And at this point, we'll go ahead and switch characters. And in fact, you need to switch to a character who can target those multi-build bricks up there. So Finn will do the job just fine. And once they drop down, go ahead and build them over on the right-hand side. And that'll actually give us the last piece of track needed to move the crane all the way over and down and actually pick up our big ol' ice cube. Today was a good day. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. right, sorry about that. All right, so we got, it is a good day. We've got the ice cube, and we're moving it all the way over to the other side, except for we have to derail the multi-build bricks again. And I gotta be honest, for some reason, I was having a heck of a time getting switched from BB-8 in that rotary panel to another character. I don't know if it was just me, or if there's some weird quirk with it, but as it turns out, eventually we get the multi-build bricks back up to the left-hand side, and we are able to move our crane all the way over and push it onto that far, far checkerboard pathway. Now we have to switch characters again to the humanoids, and once you select one of them, the other one comes over to help out, and we need to just simply push this all the way down right next to the back of the X-Wing blaster there. And of course, as you've already seen me do a couple of times, we'll go ahead and do it a third time, because the third time's a charm, and the yellow zone is for balancing only. And once we get it all balanced properly, long enough, it melts the ice, and look at that, we've got some bricks to build up. In this particular case, it looks like just what we've been waiting for. It's the other connection piece, and we can double jump up. Look at that, Finn even jumped up, and he's got hops. And it'll go ahead and spin to win, and ooh, look at this. We've got another power terminal up top, so we'll go ahead and shock it up with Mr. BB-8. And, yeah, go ahead and quit hanging out, man. We know you got hops, but come on now. Now you're just exaggerating your airtime. There we go. All right. Back on track, we'll switch on over to BB-8 and lock in and balance in that yellow section one more time. And guess what? It'll open the door, and I think it takes us away to a final cut. Not final cutscene. What am I saying? Whoa. A little bit early there. It actually takes us into another room, which we can follow the stud trail. And all of these people, look, they're pretty excited. They're like, woohoo, they've come to save us. When really we're just coming to raid all your studs and destroy all your computers. Wouldn't that be terrible? Like, you're like stuck and trapped, and all of a sudden, like, these people come, you think, for your rescue, but as it turns out, they're just coming to raid all of your computers and studdage. Oh, man. All right, so this time, I was trying to hack a little bit different. I was trying to spam the buttons and see if you could just press, like, X, 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 and, or triangle, 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 square, 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 until you got it. And you can. There's a little bit of an error, and it does take a little bit longer. But if your timing's not good, the spam option is certainly there. Now, look at this. Here is a droid. He just kind of fell out of nowhere, huh? And as it turns out, there are 3 droids scattered around the area. That's one of the other mini kits I was talking about. But we're going to save those for free play. And we'll get all those in due time. So here we go. We got another situation where we need some help from some buddies. And look at that. There just so happens to be a group of 3 willing individuals here. So we go ahead and talk to them by pressing the icon indicated around the circle they're standing in. And then we can go ahead and walk and stand on any of the 4 squares. And the guys should stand on the rest of them. And actually making them all green and activating this mech panel over on the right-hand side over here. So we can go ahead and hop in that with BB-8. And this is just a simple, spin to win here. We just got to make sure that you hit the left side up twice and the right side up twice. And before you know it, connect the dots, la, la, la. And look at that. We've got power. And the doors open, and now we can go ahead and enter this other room. And, we talked about a bonus trophy achievement called Not the Droid You Were Looking For. Well, this is the opportunity for you to get that. We're going to go ahead and switch to 3PO here. And this is clearly a BB-8 hack panel, as you can see there. But when I walk up and press the circle button, booyaka show! Not the droid you are looking for. So that was nice and handy. And you can see there's also a spot in the back for BB-8 to go ahead and balance his power. But really, that's for a mini kit. So we'll be back for that in free play too. Now, we just simply have to switch to BB-8 here and go ahead and match the shapes in this astromech panel. And once we get the shapes matched, it's going to go ahead and take us away into a cutscene. So match them up. Yep, all right.
General, I regret to inform you, but this map recovered from BB-8 is only partially complete. And even worse, it matches no charted system on record. We simply do not have enough information to locate Master Luke.
Can't believe I was so foolish to think I could find Luke and bring him home. The First Order. They're charging the weapon again now. Our system is the next target.
BB-8, you're wasting your time. I am afraid not. R2-D2 has been in low power mode ever since Master Luke went away.
The scan data from Snap's reconnaissance flight confirms Finn's report.
And this is Starkiller Base.
How is it possible to power a weapon of that size?
It uses the power of the sun. As the weapon is charged, the sun is drained until it disappears.
Okay, how do we blow it up? There's always a way to do that.
In order for that amount of power to be contained, that base has to have some kind of thermal oscillator.
There is one.
If we can destroy that oscillator, it might destabilize the core and cripple the weapon.
We'll go in there, we'll hit that oscillator with everything we've got.
They have defensive shields that our ships cannot penetrate.
I can disable the shields, but I have to be there, on the planet.
We'll get you there.
Repairs completed, sir. Just need to load fuel and ammo.
Fuel, ammo, and Wookiee cookies for Chute. I'm gonna give her the once-over before we take off. You concentrate on those supplies.
Don't forget who the
Well, what are you waiting for? You heard the hand. I mean, man. We've got some supplies to roost up, so we're going to start off by heading over to the right-hand side. Now, this is an area where there are multiple characters that do not speak the native language of English. So what we have to do here is we have to use 3PO to talk to these guys, because he can translate all of this alien babble, I guess is what we're going to call it. In fact, he walks up and says, "Hey, look at that, annoyed alien babble." That's funny. I was just kind of winging it there, and or was I? All right, so after we talk to him for a minute, he basically tells us that he wants something in return. And Beebleberry ice cream to cope with the heat is kind of what he is requesting here. So he goes over to the computers and does a little button pressing. And before we know it, this elevator comes down, and it gives us access to the ledge above. So we'll go ahead and hop on that with all of our characters. Once they are all on and secure and all arms are inside, we'll go ahead and ride up to the top and make our way all the way down to, you guessed it, some more boxes to slam and some more studs to collect. Eventually we get down here to a box with some glowing bits in it, and we're going to find that there are some multi-build bricks. So we'll build up the left-hand side, which gives us the old BB-8 rotary panel. And check this out. This is kind of a new one, too. We are responsible for moving these conveyor belts left or right or up or down, whichever the angle is, with BB-8 rolling him back and forth. And it's just really a simple puzzle. You have to move him down and then to the right. Once he gets into the far right, he actually activates some sort of a pressure-sensitive switch, which you can see is doing its thing right now, and it's lowering the left-hand side conveyor belt. And that's going to give us access to go ahead and roll back down the way we came from and drop down to a new area there. Now, basically, the goal of this is simply to get the gold box all the way to the end of the conveyor belt and down onto the floor, where we can actually utilize the bricks that are inside of it. So this is actually hanging out in the hangar. Hanging out in the hangar. But, all right, so we're almost to the end here. And wait a minute, there's an end there. So we got to go back the other way, which kind of looks like a scary situation. Looks like it's going to drop off. Oh, but look at that. It does drop off, and it's right where we needed it to. Oh, and it's got ice cream. So, hey, maybe we're going to be able to make good on a promise or request here. And we do have some more things to slam. Hey, BB-8, you're not the controller. He was sitting in the captain chair there for a second. Do you see that? And we'll go ahead and switch to a humanoid, destroy the rest of the boxes and stuff up top, and we'll drop down below. Now, there is a mini kit that you can rebuild that multi-build bricks on the right-hand side, and it should give you access to something else. I believe that's what my notes say anyways. But we're going to go ahead and drop down below, and look at this. Gold objects can be destroyed using a group of characters, so find some nearby. Well, I don't see any willing bystanders here, but let's go ahead and see if we can find some. The goal here is to find 3 people that'll help us out. Oh, look at that. I see a resistance terminal. Let's go ahead and switch to Leia and match the pieces up there, or at least try, huh? And all right, I'll get there one of these days. So let's see. Big, no whammies, big bucks. Oh, look at that. We got it. We got it. I guess it's big bucks, no whammies, huh? It's been a while since I watched an 80s TV show. Or 80s game show for that matter. All right, we have successfully opened up this new area, which there's a mini kit in the back. We'll go ahead and avoid that and save it for free play. And we'll go ahead and talk to these 3 young lads who help us out by pew-pewing that gold box. And check it out. Now we've got some gold bricks to build up, which, oh, there's blue and white in there too. And it builds up this floating ice cream truck. That is pretty sweet. Now, listen, as a kid, I used to go chase the ice cream truck down the street. Anytime I heard that music, I was just like C-3PO there, running, trying to catch that truck. But now, I gotta be honest, as an adult, if I saw like a hoverboard with some ice cream on it, especially if it was free ice cream, you better believe those little legs of mine would be moving pretty quick following it. All right, once we've completed the ice cream delivery there, we can actually make our way into this new hangar area, which has some bricks that can be smashed and rebuilt into it's kind of like I guess like a sled of some sort. It's like a hoverboard sled. And what we need to do is drive it on right over under the belly of the Millennium Falcon. So just go ahead and park it right in the undercarriage there, and a couple of robots will come and do the dirty work for us and take all of that stuff. What is that, food? Looks like food, maybe? I guess so. It looked like a bunch of cookies or pizza or something, didn't it? But, yeah, so next we've got to try to find, we got fuel, it looks like, and rockets left. So let's see if we can find some fuel. What do you guys got? You guys got some help for us? Let's go ahead and head over to the right-hand side over here. Let's do a butt slam and take out any debris that we haven't already. And wait, where are we going? We got 3 guys willing to help us, but nothing to do. Well, let's see if we can find something to put them to work for, right? Well, as it turns out, it would appear as though I'm about to go on like a walkabout where I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing, because I kind of didn't. It's kind of weird. This level has a whole other area that we had not even seen yet. So while old BB-8 and C-3PO are still trying to get some steps in for the day, we're going to go ahead and work our way to the left-hand side of the area. And look at this. Holy cannoli. There's a whole new area. It's a whole new world. Sorry, a little Disney singing there for you. We're going to go ahead and use all these guys to push it all the way through. And once we get this engine, I guess that's what this is, pushed all the way to the back, this crane comes and helps us out and actually gets this out of the way, and we could make our way into this back area. And I believe the sled's just kind of hanging out there, is it not? We'll find out here in just a second. Come on. Come on, big crane, come on. Come on, big crane, come on. Do, 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 do. Oh, look at that. See, look, it's just flying in. That's service with a smile there. Ooh, we need grapple hooks. So we've got 2 grapplers, and we've got 2 hooks. So let's go ahead and line those guys up. We got 1 in line, and onesies in. Come on, Leia. This is weird. I don't know why it would not give me the icon for her to pop it up. Look, I'm like right on. Oh, there we go. I finally just started spamming the button, and it just happened. So we rip open the bricks, which... that was kind of pointless, kind of a waste of time. We had to destroy the sled just to rebuild it. But we've rebuilt it. Now we're going to destroy everything in our path. And check this out. I'm a backwards man. I can drive backwards fast as you can. That's right. Does anybody know what movie that's from? It's been a while since I've done kind of a little movie quote quiz. But the backwards man. That's from a movie from quite a while back. And it's just a short little scene in a movie. But... Let me know if you guys happen to know that. I don't know. There's really no prize or any kind of thing like that. I don't know. Maybe we might muster up a sticker for you or something, I guess, if especially if you commented on Facebook. Anyways, moving along. We've got 2 of the 3 check marks, and we still have some more stuff to do over on this left-hand side. So we're going to make our way back over here and destroy anything that's left. And check this out. There is an agility wall, or that's kind of what it looks like, I guess. Although, this is kind of a snafu. Like, how many Lego games have we played in a row where the female characters are always able to use the agility ability? And for some reason, Leia, you know what? That's kind of a diss. Are they trying to say Leia's too old to be agile? Is that what they're saying here? Truth being told, she probably is. Have you seen her in the new movie? She's like the only one that doesn't look amazingly awesome. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on Leia, but she does not look like Princess Leia, which is probably why she doesn't try to claim any of her royalty, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess looks ain't everything, right? I mean, my wife married me, and I certainly have a face for radio. So, all right, this was a little bit of a confusing / frustrating moment for me. I had a problem with the character staying in the right place because I wasn't exactly doing it right. So let me explain what the goal is here. We have some multi-build bricks. They can be built left up into the power core for the left elevator or into the right for the power core for the right elevator. Now, as you can see, when you build the left, all characters ride up and they should make their way to the right-hand elevator. But for whatever reason, C-3PO was blocking them, and he would not allow safe passage to the right elevator. So I switched characters to actually help him get over. And then, as you can see, it's just a lost cause. Every time I switched one character to move over there, another one moves out of the way, and it's just this endless, frustrating situation. So here's what's supposed to be done. You're supposed to start with the left power core. And once the left power core is built, allow time for them to ride up and walk over. Now look at that. They actually walked over this time. So, you know, we could blame it on me, and I can certainly claim user error here, but I feel that the game was kind of aiding in that user error. So anyhow, we've finally got them all up here, and really all you need is 3PO because he just needs to use this droid terminal to hack it. And it's just simply matching the colors in the right order. And let's see if I can... Oh, successful hack! What, the 15th time's a charm, huh, guys? Well, I finally get one of those. It actually powers up the bottom here, which... well, be careful there. I didn't mean to power bottom. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and make our way down below and smash those boxes, and then rebuild them into the final sled, and then drive it over to the undercarriage of the Falcon, and then it'll actually take us into the final cutscene for this level, and then we'll go ahead and, of course, meet you back at the total side. So make sure you get all the studdage on the way out. Although we already got the true Jedi requirement, we are trying to stack up as many studs as possible so that we can, in fact, get that 2x red brick stud multiplier going. So, oh to the yeah, we've parked it, and now it just takes a second or two for the robots to do all the dirty work for us. So, oh to the yeah. I'll see you on the other side of the cutscene, huh?
Everyone on the deck, now, on the double!
Some things never change.
True. They still drive me crazy. If you see our son, bring him home.
Booyakashow! You wouldn't like it. Trophy achievement is now ours. The resistance level is now complete, and free play is unlocked, which means we got a gold brick for completing the level. And check it out. We got the True Jedi, which gave us another gold brick. So we are making some decent ground in regards to getting those gold bricks unlocked and opening up some of those new Star Wars adventures. Now, as per usual, we did unlock a couple of character and vehicle tokens for our immediate use, and we've also got some unlocked for purchasing around the hub and from our character wheel. Like, to be honest with you, I have not actually tried to purchase any characters yet, but I'm assuming you can purchase them from the character wheel. It'd be a shame if they went back to that run around the hub and find the character method like from the early days. I believe Pirates was like that. I think that was the last one we had to play from. Anyways, moving along, that's going to wrap it up for LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens Level 7, The Resistance Story. Hopefully you guys found this video entertaining and mildly educational as well. Hey, if you guys have any requests, comments, anything like that, maybe you found a flaw in one of my videos, maybe you have a request for a future video. Whatever the case may be, drop on over to our social networks, Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below, HappyThumbsGaming.com, Twitter, wait. I already said Twitter, didn't I? I meant Instagram, G+, Twitch. We got all sorts of stuff. All the links for our social accounts can be actually found in all of our videos in the video description. So we save you the hassle of going and trying to search for Happy Thumbs, Facebook, or all that. It's just right there. Just click the link and then click the like button. And there, we did most of the work for you. Keep in mind, too, on our Facebook page, every Friday, we have a giveaway. And not to time date this video, but it is a Friday right now. So be watching our Facebook page sometime today for the contest. And that should go through till Sunday and give you everybody a chance to go ahead and enter. And who knows what it'll be. It might be a sticker. It might be be a virtual hug. You never know. But as for me, that's going to do it for now. As always, until next time. Hugs.